Sir, I need to speak to you immediately. I've received a strange holomessage that appears to bear Imperial signal codes. I haven't watched it yet. I wanted you present to supervise and confirm that I'm not engaged in secret communications with Imperial personnel. Sir, I need to speak to you immediately. I've received a strange holomessage that appears to bear Imperial signal codes. I haven't watched it yet. I wanted you present to supervise and confirm that I'm not engaged in secret communications with Imperial personnel.
That's silly. You could have watched the thing first.
Someone in my position can never be too cautious. Let's see now.
Lara, it's me, Alexei. I hope you're well. It's been a long time.
Alexei? Sir, this message is from my brother. I don't know what to say.
I know this must be hard for you.
It's more surprising than anything. I honestly never thought I'd see his face again.
I'm sorry to contact you like this, but I need your help. My men and I, we're as good as dead. We're on Nar Shaddaa. We were caught tampering with one of the Hutt's operations. We never dreamed the slugs would have so much security. These Hutts are Imperial allies, Alara. There is no rescue team. We'll be disavowed and left to die. Please. You're my only hope now.
Get your brother out of there, Alara. You've got my leave.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your willingness to help, given the circumstances. I believe I can bring him to our side. I know my brother better than anyone. I can convince him to defect. Perhaps it's best if I see to this matter alone, sir. Alexei will be much easier to convince if he doesn't feel outnumbered.
If you can bring him in willingly, then all the better.
Coordinates are included at the end of the message. I'll prep my gear for search and rescue. The operation was a complete success, sir. Per Code 23 of the Enemy Interaction Guidelines, Alexei officially defected to the Galactic Republic. Given the circumstances, we didn't have much time to catch up, but I have my brother back. Thank you for allowing me to help him.
I'm happy to hear that everything worked out.
Hopefully Personnel Division will allow me to stay in contact with Alexei. Not privately, of course, and help guide him through the defection process. I should start compiling notes for him. Thanks again, sir. Sir, I'm sorry to bother you, but I've received a troubling message from Captain Kaylor, my supervisory officer from Personnel Division. He ordered me to contact him immediately. I hoped you could join me for the conversation.
I'd be glad to.
Thank you very much, sir. I'll raise him on the holo now. Captain Kaylor, this is Alara Dawn, personnel number 22795, reporting in per your request.
Always the whole mess, every time. Anyway, yes, thank you for returning my call, Alara. It's about this whole situation with your brother. You did a great job, obviously, but people are starting to think you have more information than you're sharing.
If Alara has any more intel for you, she'll share it.
Alara, if you have information you'd like to share, I think this would be a good time for you to come in.
I appreciate the offer, but I have no further information of value to you.
Suit yourself. I have work to do. Kaylor out.
He's still demanding more. After everything I've done, what do I have to do to prove myself?
You're a good soldier, Alara. You've got nothing to prove.
Thank you, sir. But I think it's clear that some people don't feel the same way. Let's just get back to work. I'd rather focus on something else for a while. I need your approval to requisition some supplies for my medical kit. I've categorized the items by relative priority. Everything fits within our allotment under Supply Code 18, but items near the bottom of the list can wait if necessary.
What kind of supplies are we talking about?
Just restocking basic supplies. We're fortunate to be serving in Special Forces. We get priority when requesting supplies like these. I've heard that regular army units must now wait several weeks to receive high-demand items. Increased hostilities are taking their toll.
If supplies are short, we'll just have to, stick closer together. Keep each other covered.
I'd be glad to stay closer, sir, if that's in order.
The closer the better, Dorn.
Understood, sir.
Captain, I understand you've reached Balmora. Let's get straight to it, shall we? Imperial forces conquered the planet during the First War, but a Balmoran resistance movement has fought the occupation to this day. Republic support for the resistance has been inconsistent over the years. But now, our forces are pushing to drive the Empire off Balmora for good.
What brought on this sudden commitment?
We are at the brink of all-out war. Balmora's industry is a strategic resource and cannot be allowed to remain in Imperial hands. Your primary objective, of course, is the recruitment of Havoc Squad's new explosives expert. His name is Tanno Vic. Vic is a Weequay and a natural at demolitions work, but he also has a history of insubordination and collateral damage. Keep him on a short leash.
What's a Weequay?
Weequay are leathery-skinned humanoids from a desert planet called Shrieler, in the Outer Rim, though Vic himself comes from Nar Shaddaa. To be clear, Vic's infractions were not minor, and they led to his dishonorable discharge over a year ago. He is, however, the most skilled demolitionist on record, and Havoc Squad needs the best.
I'm sure he'll work out fine.
Just be sure to keep an eye on him. Vic is currently fighting as a mercenary for the Balmoran Resistance. His supervisor is a resistance leader named Arden. Meet with Arden, learn where Vic is stationed, and pull him out as quickly as possible. Contact me again when you've done so. Garza out.
So let's focus on those war mechs landing on the plateau. Look, it's one of our dependable friends from the Republic. Meeting's over, people. I wouldn't dream of keeping a Republic officer waiting.
I'm here to speak with Tano Vic. Do you know where I can find him?
General Garza sent me a message explaining everything. I've got Vic's current assignment details right here. Well, glad to hear the Republic's finest aren't here to help, but to take away one of my best men instead. We're honored, really.
We wouldn't be taking Vic if the situation wasn't serious.
I know. Everything is more important than Balmora to you people. Vic is taking one of our teams on a patrol run. Their next stop is our signal interception post. You can catch up with him there. Now, if that's all, there are real soldiers who need my time.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, anything for the Republic.
Here's what I got. Look quick if you want. Bring your creds back anytime.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes. Be safe out there.
I'm with you, sir.
Scanning Sector 2. Nothing. Just like the others, Pran.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Tano Vic.
Oh. You're with the Republic. I thought I was dead meat.
Looking for Vic, huh? That weak-way scumbag is long gone.
Is Vic in trouble again?
Trouble? He's getting us all killed!
Vic was here earlier, but he slipped away when we weren't looking, along with our entire security team. All he left was this holo recording.
Gentlemen, Tano Vic, 53rd Irregulars. I'm afraid your fine security team is being co-opted for a very important top-secret mission. This is all on Republic orders, of course. Part of the big push. Take a look at Regulation 235R. You'll see that everything checks out. Have a good one.
Dorn, are you familiar with Regulation 235R?
Yes, sir, but it makes no sense. Regulation 235R dictates the size and positioning of improvised field latrines.
Vic is the least of our problems. With security gone, Imperial commandos have breached the perimeter and started sabotaging our equipment. All of our comm relays are down. General Racton himself could march an army through here, and we would have no way to warn anyone.
Is there any way to get the relays back online?
Judging by the way the relays cut out, I'd guess the imps just yanked the power couplings. Easy fix, but the problem will be fighting through those commando teams. Do you think you can manage it?
I'll have the relays back online in no time.
Just like that, huh? Just another day on the job. We'll try to hold down the fort while you're gone. Good luck.
Hostile contact! Hostile contact!
You did it! Comms are back up and we've already picked up a lot of Imperial chatter. You really made an impression.
It was a breeze.
Well, this was more than enough excitement for me. Good thing you were around.
Once the equipment came back up, Jalba had the bright idea of tapping Vic's communications, like we do the imps. Listen to this.
A dangerous mission, no doubt about it. To be honest, a lot of you probably won't make it back. Of course, if you ask the guys up top, they'll never even admit to ordering this mission. That's how it is in this business. But we're not here for glory or credits. We're here to save Balmora. Am I right?
Why would Vic suddenly take off on a mission like this?
Beats me, but he must have something to gain.
Step 1 is Sobrik. Once we have what we need there, it will be a straight shot to our final objective.
Sobrik's an Imperial-occupied city, one of their main bases of operations on Balmora. Sounds like you could catch up to Vic there.
I'd better move out right away.
Hopefully you can catch that scumbag before he slips away again.
I know a guy, a major in the Republic Special Forces, Triam. He's been helping us out around Sobrik. I'll bet he could narrow down the search for you.
Thanks again for all your help. And good luck catching up to that scumbag.
Captain. I'm Major Triam, 35th Recon. You can stand at ease.
I appreciate your time, Major. I'm hoping you can help me find a weakway named Tano Vic.
I'll bet I can. That lying filth volunteered to destroy some Imperial jammers in Sobrik. They're blocking the scan data from all of our high-altitude probe droids. Vic took the explosives but never did the job. The Resistance needs the data from those probes to avoid patrols and conduct raids.
Just give me the target coordinates and I'll move out.
It's not that simple, unfortunately. You'll need detonite charges to bring the jammers down. Vic took the last of mine, so you'll have to do a bit of scrounging. The imps have checkpoints scattered through Sobrik. They'll have explosives. Once you have enough charges, hit those jammers hard.
Consider the jammers scrapped, sir.
Once the jammers are down, and we start getting full aerial scans of Sobrik, we can pinpoint exactly where Vic took my explosives. Contact me via holo as soon as the jammers are down. Dismiss, Captain.
jammers have been destroyed, Major. I repeat, the jammers are down.
That's good to hear, Captain. I was starting to sweat. All right, the aerial scans are coming in now. Let's see if we can find that weak way. I'm seeing signs of an explosive entry at the Imperial HQ, near the administrative offices. We don't have any people in the area, so it's got to be Vic's handiwork.
I'll proceed to the area immediately.
I'm sending you the coordinates now. When you run into Vic, pass on my thanks for all his help. Triumph out.
You are not the man I left behind to cover us, but you are answering his hollow. Just who does that make you, exactly?
I'm the commander of Havoc Squad. I'm here to recruit you.
I thought that message was a prank. This is too good. I really want to hear what the Republic has to offer me, because last I checked, I wasn't winning any popularity contests with Command. But that'll have to wait until my work here is done. I couldn't stand to leave without doing my part for the Balmorans.
We can do this faster together. What's the objective?
Yeah, that could work. Count yourself in, Captain. My team and I just grabbed an enemy VIP named Brel Oris. He's a Balmoran fat cat who sold out to the imps.
Thieving mongrel slime! You'll pay for this! You'll pay for...
Brel has volunteered the location of a hazard vault where my objective is hidden. I'm borrowing a Republic missile battery to blast it open.
It sounds like you already have everything covered.
I need you to clear a path. There are all sorts of defenses that could stop my missile before it hits. The imps have anti-missile turrets, shields, defensive sensors. Why don't you start with the sensors? Take them down, then contact me again. Copy?
I'll be in touch, Vic.
Can't wait.
Engaging hostile.
The sensor stations are down, Vic.
Nice job. I guess they say Havoc is the best for a reason. I have to ask, Captain, why me? I mean, sure, I'm pretty incredible. But last I heard, the guys up top weren't too interested in having me around.
Havoc Squad has to have the top explosives expert in the Republic.
And that's me, huh? I'm flattered. From a dishonorable discharge to Havoc Squad in less than a year. It's a crazy galaxy. Let's get back to helping these poor, pitiful Balmorans. Now that the sensors are gone, I need you to hit the IMP's anti-missile turrets. Think you can handle that?
I can handle a few turrets.
Good deal. Keep in touch. Vic out.
I've destroyed the anti-missile turrets.
Much appreciated. We're going to be ready to launch in no time. So, what's it like being top squad in the Republic? You have command breathing down your neck, or do they give you room to operate?
As long as Havoc delivers results, nobody asks questions.
Sounds like my kind of job. Only one more thing between my missile and its target. An aerial shield generator. Take it down, and we'll be go for launch, Captain.
Taking the shield down shouldn't be a problem.
You're a pro. No doubt about it. See you soon. Vic out.
Captain, with all due respect, I don't think it wise to play Vic's game. He should be doing what you ask, not the other way around.
When we catch up to him, he'll wish he hadn't toyed with us.
I'll be ready with any number of regulation-approved punishments when the opportunity arises. I'll follow your lead whenever you're ready.
It's done. The shield generator is disabled.
Just what I wanted to hear. I'm dying to launch this baby. Target coordinates locked in. Fire. Ooh, the imps are really going to feel this one. I'm glad I could help. Wish I could have pulled you in from the start. You've made this op a breeze. I can't wait to shake your hand, Captain. See you soon.
Help. Got to help. They took him. The imps took Vic.
Can you do anything for him, Dorn?
I'm on it, sir.
Oh, thank you. It was that traitor, Brel Oris. He gave the imps our position somehow. We fought hard, but they overran us. They tore straight through and grabbed Vic. They'll take him to the Balmoran arms factory. The imps built a prison in the back of the complex. No one ever comes out.
I don't care how many imps I have to kill. I'm getting Vic and getting off this rock.
You're the best in the Republic. I know you can do it.
Your condition is stabilized, soldier. But get to a safe location immediately.
Thanks. I can make my own way back. You two need to save Vic. Good luck, friend. I'm gonna get back to base before these stims wear off.
Engaging hostile.
Again. Hit him again. Make that thieving liar pay.
Well, it's been fun, guys. But looks like my ride is here. Nice knowing you.
Drop your weapons! Surrender now!
I'm taking Vic. Stand aside, or you die.
He sounds pretty serious. You better do what he says.
Shut up! We do not negotiate with riffraff. The Empire fears no one. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
You have a chance to end this peacefully.
This is not a negotiation! What are you waiting for? Kill him!
Here they come!
Well, that was exciting. It's good to finally meet you in person, Captain.
Welcome to Havoc Squad, Vic.
Now there's something I never expected to hear. So, what does Havoc Squad do with worthless enemy bureaucrats?
Let's not be hasty now. I am a man of honor, despite what you may have heard.
Yeah, nice guy. You stole from your people and betrayed them to the Empire by accident.
I've made mistakes, certainly, but allow me to make amends. A contribution of credits, say, to repay the Republic's heroism on behalf of my fellow Balmorans.
I don't want your credits, Oris. Get out of here.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Whatever you wish.
Should have just killed the fat scumbag. Now, seeing as we're all on the same team, I'll fill you in on my little operation. That vault we blew open is full of pricey prototype weapons designed by Balmoran companies. Oris had them hidden before the Imperial invasion to keep them safe.
Experimental blasters are right up my alley.
Exactly what I was thinking. Oris planned to sell the prototypes for a tidy profit. We could do the same, after picking a few choice items for ourselves.
Those prototypes should be put to use, not sold for profit.
Quite right, Captain. These weapons must be turned over to the proper authorities in accordance with Regulation 87C.
I bet you change your mind once those blasters are in front of us. Let's just get to the vault. If we don't move fast, the imps might find the prototypes. Don't get to die yet. Heading out.
Reporting for duty.
As you command.
Let's have some fun. Get up.
Here they are, Sergeant. Go ahead and bring your men through. It's clear. Captain, this is Sergeant Tong. I took the liberty of calling his transport team in to get these captured enemy weapons crated and moved.
I appreciate you coming all this way to help us.
No problem, sir. Hostile pickup is our specialty. Where can we take this stuff for you, sir?
Yes, sir. Where are they taking all these highly advanced, highly useful, highly valuable prototype weapons?
These weapons belong to the Balmorans. They should go back to them.
Copy that, sir. Get moving, men!
You're insane. The Balmorans are never going to share that tech with the Republic when they could make money instead.
Those weapons were designed and built by Balmorans. We don't have any right to them.
Nobody would have those weapons if not for us. We did all the work.
Let's proceed.
I finally tracked down Vic. He's coming with me.
Yeah, I heard about the prototype weapons. You think giving them back makes up for years of Republic mistakes?
I don't have any agenda. The weapons belong on Balmora.
Yeah, right. Vic is probably the only reason you're leaving the prototypes. He understood what Balmora's been through. I could always tell.
I don't care what you think, Arden. I've got places to be.
Yeah, I'll bet you do. I'd like to say it's been a pleasure having you here, Captain, but we both know that's a lie. Come back when Havoc Squad is done showboating all over the galaxy. We'll put you to work for a real cause.
Good luck in the battle for Balmora, Arden.
Even Havoc Squad could learn from a veteran. Stay sharp out there.
It's incredible to consider how long the Balmorans have been carrying on this fight.
Captain, were you successful in locating and extracting Tano Vic to serve in Havoc Squad?
Consider me located and extracted, General.
Good. From now on, you will speak only when spoken to. Has Vic given you any trouble, Captain?
He's complied with every order given, General.
I'm glad to hear it. Tano Vic, your service with the Republic Army is hereby resumed. You are posted to Special Forces Unit 326, codenamed Havoc Squad, at the rank of Specialist.
It's a real honor to be here, General. I look forward to getting out there and fighting for the Republic again.
May I have permission to speak, Captain?
You're my XO. You can always speak your mind.
Thank you, sir. Specialist Vic has repeatedly demonstrated a complete disregard for ethical considerations and military regulations. It is my personal opinion that Specialist Vic will serve only as a detriment, both to this squad and to the efforts of the Republic Army as a whole, sir.
This squad has to have the best explosives expert available. That's Vic.
Understood, sir.
If there are no other interruptions, let's move on. An urgent situation has developed, involving a critical part of our plan to assault the Gauntlet. Havoc Squad is needed immediately. A platoon specializing in bunker assaults, codenamed Safecrackers, is trapped behind enemy lines on Quesh. They must be rescued immediately. We cannot destroy the Gauntlet without them.
I'll proceed to Quesh immediately, General.
When you reach Quesh, report to Major Donovan. He's overseeing the rescue operation.
I'll follow Major Donovan's orders to the letter, General.
This mission is vital, Captain. If we fail, our entire operation against the Gauntlet is ruined. Stay focused and bring those men home. Garza out.
I'm still quite concerned about Captain Kaylor and his accusations, sir. If Personnel Division thinks I'm withholding information about the Empire, they can continue hounding me under Security Regulation 15. I think if men like Kaylor had their way, I'd be locked in a room reciting the minutiae of Imperial culture until the end of time.
I won't let them do that to you, Alara.
Thank you. I truly appreciate everything you do for me. I do sometimes wonder if I'm being unfair, though. I'm one of the only people in the Republic with extensive knowledge of Imperial culture. Perhaps I have a responsibility to do what few others can, even if it's not what I'd like to be doing.
You shouldn't be forced to do anything.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who feels that way. Thank you for taking the time to hear me out. It's good to have someone to talk to.
I know I'm your commander, but that doesn't have to be all.
I hadn't... That isn't something I'm used to considering. I really shouldn't occupy any more of your time. Thank you, sir.